Hello, Alice Wheaton again. Thank you for joining me, and today we're going to talk about the number one reason that salespeople don't reach their pinnacle of success that they deserve. And that reason is fear. Most people don't realize that at the back of their brain there's a little gland about the size of a walnut, and that gland is called the amygdala. Now, the purpose of this gland is to cause us to feel fear. It's the emotional center of our brain. And so back in the caveman days, when there was any kind of risk at all, we would fight, flee, or freeze. And today, that amygdala is just as active as it was 50,000 years ago, say. And so when we are faced with doing something that we anticipate is going to cause us to feel fear, we feel uncomfortable, and then we don't do that. We don't take that next step. A lot of people think that they're lazy or that they have poor self-esteem. And I don't believe that that's the real cause for people to flounder. The real cause is that they don't know how to manage their fear. So what's really exciting, though, is that the frontal lobe here is the executive center. It helps us make high-level decisions. It helps us become competent. It helps us thrive in the world where others who are probably not as smart as us don't thrive. People who have a good command of the executive center of their brain know logic and reason works. So logic and reason helps calm this response here. When we want to do something, if it's going to feel uncomfortable, this flares. And so what I like to say is that there is another F word that can really help you, and that is flirt. And what I mean by flirt is that for every aspect of the sales process, if we create a rationale, if we create a plan based on logic and reason, what happens is that this particular area there, the amygdala, grows smaller and smaller and smaller. It still is functioning. It's completely impossible, though, for any of us to not feel fear. It's just not possible. We're born with that gland that causes us every day to feel fear in almost every situation. Whenever I meet someone that says, I have no fear, then I just say, well, you just need to take a bigger risk. Because while you're languishing in your comfort zone, continually doing over and over and over and over again that which you already know how to do, of course you don't feel fear. But in order to thrive, and I heard someone say a while ago that if you're not living on the edge, then you're taking up too much room. And people don't live on the edge because it causes them to feel fear, doubt, and insecurity. And I like to say that fear, doubt, and insecurity are my three best friends. And so what do you do? Well, you always know that fear is speaking to you when it gives you one option, and that one option is always negative. And also, there are certain circumstances that you know must come from fear. One of them is procrastination. One of them is resistance. And another one is just tired. Feeling tired all the time can be your fear trying to protect you from going out there. Because let's face it, we are here today because our ancestors were more afraid than the other folks in the clan because of their fear. They had a heightened sense of self-protection. So self-protection is the flip side of that fear center. Now, people who don't have much of an amygdala, where they have a shriveled amygdala gland, or they've been in a car accident and had that amygdala ruptured or fractured, or whatever amygdalas do when they're traumatized, report that they feel unalive. And that's because they don't have the richness of emotion that the amygdala brings. So what I want you to understand as a result of this video today is that fear is normal. It's part of our biology. You can't just think it away. You can't write out affirmations and make it go away. It's there. So the best we can do is learn how to mitigate the effects of the fear. And so I'm going to leave you with this thought that everything you want, especially in sales, is on the other side of fear. Thanks for being with me. I'll see you next time. And until then, happy, easy selling. Bye for now.